Good evening, Nelson.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine, and you?
Good, thanks for asking. We
Okay.
also have Catherine Alvarado. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good, thanks for asking. Fatima Mercado. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Stephanie Sagastume. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Good, thanks for asking. And let's see who else. Francisco. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher. How are
How
you?
are you? Good. What about you?
Everything is good, thank you.
Good to hear that. Then, well, Anna is traveling. And Renee is driving. Let's see, Eliezer, good evening.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, teacher. And you?
Good, thanks for asking. And Raul, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Okay, good, thanks for asking. Raul, you're going to read the introduction and the agenda for today.
Okay.
Just a second. There you go.
Okay, November 14th, 2023. Welcome to your English class. Teacher Juan Lima.
Excellent. And the agenda?
Agenda, game, expression of frequency, exercises, speaking activity.
Good job. So this is what we are going to have today. First, we are going to play a game. Then we will see how to use expressions of frequency, some exercises about it, and at the end, speaking activity. So yesterday we studied adverbs of frequency, and today we are going to study expressions of frequency mixed with frequency adverbs. So let's start with the first activity, that is a game. For this activity, I'm going to share screen. You will see some activities and frequency. You will have some options and you have to choose the correct one. Just a second. Good evening, Luis.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm great, teacher.
Okay, good to hear that. Jose Sandoval, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
Fine, fine, you?
Good, thanks for asking. Let's see who else are there. Melvin, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
Um, I'm good, and you?
Good, thanks for asking. Let's see who else is over there. Well, this is working. Catherine Carrillo, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
I am fine.
Okay. Now, Catherine, you will see three options to complete the activity, but only one is correct. Which one is correct? Catherine Carrillo?
I always go to the school in the morning.
Let's see if it is correct. It is
Yes.
correct. Good job. Next person, Nelson.
Um,
Sorry, teacher.
my mother, my mother never decided in the afternoon.
Let's see if it is correct. Good job, good job. Thank you. Next person, Raul.
My teacher angry in class.
Can you, one of the three options is correct.
Let
So,
me see. Wait.
okay.
Letter B.
Can you read the complete idea, please?
My teacher hardly ever is angry in class.
Let's see if it is correct.
Oh,
What is the correct one?
it's hardly ever.
Okay, good job.
Okay.
Next person, Francisco.
My mom usually makes my bed. Letter A.
Good job, it is correct. Catherine Alvarado, next one.
Don and his friends are never late for school.
Let's see if it is correct. Good job, it is correct. Next person, Luis.
Um, they sometimes study French together.
Let's see if it is this one. Good job, it is correct. Next person, Stephanie Sagastume.
Patricia never eats chocolate. It is bad for her teeth.
Let's see if it is correct. Good job, it's correct. Next one, Sarah. Sarah?
Bob rarely is nervous. Letter A on
Continue.
his literature test. He is very intelligent.
Let's see if it is correct. No, what's the correct one?
Is rarely, okay.
Okay, next person. Fatima Mercado.
My family and I always watch TV in the evening.
Let's see. Good job, it is correct. Next person, Eliezer.
Annie often plays hockey on Sunday.
Let's see if it is correct. Good job, it is correct. And the last one, Melvin.
Doctors usually are very busy.
Usually are. Letter A, B, or C?
I think letter A.
Letter
Doctors
A.
are usually, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Good job, it is correct. Thank you. Now, let's see only some tense. Xiomar Hernandez. In the number one, you say, I always go to school in the morning. And the answer is correct. So what is the position of the frequency? Before the verb or after the verb?
Good night. Good evening.
Good evening. When you say, I always go to school in the morning, the frequency, good evening, Diana. The frequency is before the verb or after the verb? Xiomara? Xiomara, or she isn't there? Xiomara.
It's before the verb.
Well, she isn't there. Let's see another person. Who hasn't participated? Well, everyone. Well, Catherine Alvarado. When you say, I always go to school in the morning, what is the position of the frequency? Before the verb or after the verb?
Before the verb.
Exactly. The frequency is always before the verb. Yes? Next one, Gabriela. When you say, my mother never is tired in the afternoon, what is the position of the frequency? Or which one is correct? My mother never is tired or my mother is never tired? Which one is correct?
And the second, my mother is never.
And what is the position of the frequency? Before the verb be or after the verb be?
After verb be.
Exactly. So you need to remember that the frequency is always before the verb. Before all the verbs in English, you put the frequency, but the verb be is the exception. Yes, with the verb be, the frequency is after the verb be. Now, let's move on to the next part. Louis, can you read the objective, please?
Okay, teacher. Adjective.
Objective.
Adjective to talk about frequency.
Exactly. Today you will talk about frequency. To do it, we will remember what we studied yesterday, and they were frequency adverbs or adverbs of frequency. Now, Louis, can you read the frequency adverbs, please?
Um, always.
Mm-hmm.
The
percentage? 100%?
1%.
100%.
100%. Usually, 90%.
90%.
90%.
Next.
Normally, generally, 8, 80%.
80%. Okay, next.
Often
Or
frequently.
frequently.
Frequently. 70%.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes 50%.
50 or 50?
50%. Occasionally.
Occasionally.
30%.
Mm-hmm.
Seldom 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely.
Rarely.
5% and never 0%.
Excellent. Now, Nelson, can you read example number 1, please?
I always wake up at 6 o'clock.
Okay, what is the subject?
I
What is the verb?
wake up.
Wake up. And where is the frequency? Before the verb or after the verb?
before the verb.
Exactly. So you need to remember that the frequency has to be before the verb. Yes? Now, Catherine Carrillo, when you say usually, often, sometimes, is that general frequency or very specific frequency?
Very specific.
Raúl, when you say sometimes, usually, normally, are they very specific frequency or general frequency?
They are general frequency.
That's correct. They are general. You are saying sometimes, but sometimes for Raúl can be different from Nelson. You can say usually, but maybe your usually is different from my usually.
Yes.
Yes, so it depends on the perception of the person. So that's why they are very general. Yes, very general. So let's see how to express very specific frequency. And this is going to be for Stephanie Sagastume.
Expressions of frequency. Every day.
Mhm.
I eat vegetables every day. Every week, we eat out
We eat
on,
out.
on
Eat,
Saturday.
eat
Every week
out.
We don't.
We
eat
eat
out
out.
Without them.
Mhm.
on Saturday every week.
Next.
Every month. She meets her friends every month.
Mhm.
Every year, I meet all my family at Easter every year.
Good job. Thank you. Next person. Victor.
Once. A day, a month, a week, a year.
Example.
We eat meat only once a week.
Mhm.
Twice. Vuelvo a repetirlo de arriba.
Yes, but in English.
Okay. Twice. A day, a month, a week, a year. I come to English class twice a week.
And the last one.
3 times. A day, a month, a week, a year. He goes on holidays. Okay. He goes on holiday 3 times a year.
Excellent. Now, Francisco Hernandez. When you say every day, every week, every month, every year, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, is that general frequency or very specific frequency?
Very specific frequently.
Frequency.
Frequency, sorry.
Exactly. So this is very specific. Now, Sophia, what is this, the position of these expressions? Before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
At the end of the sentence.
Exactly. You always put these expressions at the end of the sentence. Yes? The frequency adverbs before the verb. Specific frequency goes at the end. Now we have other options. For example, every day, you can also say daily. Yes? I eat vegetables every day or I eat vegetables daily. And the meaning is the same. Now, Fatima Mercado, we can say every week, another option.
I don't know.
Every day, another option, daily. Every week, another option.
Usually.
No.
Weekly?
Weekly, thank you. Fatima, continue. Every month. Another option?
Monthly.
Ah, monthly. Every year, another option?
Yearly.
No. What is the option for every year, guys? No one? Let's see, Melvin, what is your option for every year?
Sorry,
Annually.
teacher, I don't know.
Who said the option? No one? Sarah?
Annually.
Ah, good job. How do you spell it? How do you spell it? A?
N
Mhm.
N U A L L Y.
Is it correct? Let's see. Francisco?
I think it's only one L.
Only one L.
Yeah,
Hmm.
annually. I don't know that verb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Checking it. Maybe
Okay.
on internet. Let's see. Nelson, do you think it is correct? Like annually with double N, one L, or annually double N and double L? Or annually only one N?
Double L.
Double L
Yes.
and double N.
One N.
One
Yes.
N.
Ah,
One N.
one N. Catherine Alvarado says double N and double L. Nelson says one N, double L.
One N and one L.
One N and one L. Okay, the rest of people, check it out.
No.
In Google is
No.
double N and double L. In
N,
Google.
double N, and double L.
Double N and double L.
Ah,
Yeah.
double N and double
L. L.
L.
L.
Mhm.
Annually. Yes. Now, yearly doesn't exist. Yes. Yearly, annually. Daily, weekly, monthly, annually. Yes. So those are the options that you have. So you can say every day or daily. I eat vegetables every day, or I eat vegetables daily. She meets her friends every month, or she meets her friends monthly. Yes, the two options are possible. Now, let's see if you got it. This is going to be for Jose Sandoval.
Hello, teacher, sorry.
If I say, I eat tacos from the 7 days of the week. I eat tacos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So what is the general frequency in that case for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if we have 7 days?
I eat tacos every week.
Every week.
Yeah, maybe. Or every day.
Every day, but you're saying not Tuesday, not Thursday, not
Only
Saturday, not
Monday,
Sunday.
Wednesday, and Friday.
Yes.
Entonces, I eat tacos 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Three
Three
times
times?
of week.
3 times
Two
of
weeks.
week or 3
Uh,
times a week?
a week.
3 times a week.
Okay.
Yes, I eat tacos 3 times a week. Yes. Next one. Catherine Carrillo. I eat tacos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. What is another option?
Um, 4 times in the week.
In the week or a week?
A week.
Exactly. So you can say 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 7 times, 10 times, etc. But let's imagine, Sophia, that I only eat tacos on Monday and Friday. So in that case, which one do you use?
Twice a week.
Good job. Twice a week. Yes, because you have only 2 days. So twice a week. Now next one. Sarah, if I say that I eat tacos only on Sundays, how do you say it?
I eat tacos once a week.
I eat tacos once a week.
Once a week.
Good job. Once a week means one time a week. Good.
Yeah.
So these are the new expressions that you can use. Yes? Now, Luis, if I say that I eat tacos only on Christmas, I eat tacos only on Christmas, which expression do you use?
I eat tacos once once every Christmas dijo, ¿verdad, teacher? No.
Yes, Christmas.
Once every Christmas.
Once every Christmas? What are the expressions that you can use with once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times?
Once a Christmas.
Is Christmas in the options?
A month.
Once a month? No, because it's not January, February, March. No, it's only on Christmas. So once
Once annually.
once annually? What are the options that you have, Luis, when you say once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times? What are the options that you can use?
A day, a month, a week, a year.
So I eat tacos.
Once a year.
Once a year. Yes, I eat tacos once a year, one time in the year, only one day. Yes, or you can say I eat tacos Luis,
Annually.
or
Every year.
yes. The only difference is going to be that if you say I eat tacos every year, maybe it's not very clear if it is only one day, or maybe 2 days or 3 days. But if you say once a year, it's only one day in the year. Yes, so that makes a difference. Now let's see next one. Raul, If I say that I eat tacos on weekends, what do you use?
I eat tacos once a week.
No, because it is on weekends.
Twice a week.
Twice a week,
Twice a week,
exactly.
yes.
Because it is Saturday
Yes,
and
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, the last expression. Every other day. Yes, every other day. Every other day is one day yes, one day no. But you don't say one day yes, one day no. Yes, you say every other day. Yes. I eat tacos every other day. One day yes, one day no, one day yes, one day no. Yes, every other day. Good. Now that you got this, let's move on to the next part. Just a second that I want to erase this. Okay, Nelson, read the instructions, please.
Put the adverb or expression of frequency in the sentence.
For example, number 1.
My son shares his toys with his friend. Always.
So the word that you have in parentheses, that is an adverb, or the expression
Time.
is the one that you have to use. And you have to put it into the correct position, before the verb or at the end of the sentence. So that is what you need to analyze. How do you say my son always shares, or my son shares his toys with his friends always? Only one option is correct. Same thing for the number 3. Students come to class 5 days a week, or students 5 days a week come to class. Only one option is correct. Before the verb or at the end. What is the correct position of the word that you have in parentheses? So take a picture of this because you're going to work in pairs. This is the first part. Take a picture, please. Maybe someone can send it to the WhatsApp group. And this is the second one. Take a picture of it and send it to the WhatsApp group too. Now you will have 10 minutes to complete this exercise. And let's see if you got it. Victor, are you going to work in pairs or individually?
In pairs.
In pairs. You need to create a sentence using the expressions that you have in parentheses, or you need to put the expressions into the correct position. Victor?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes. You need to create a new sentence using the expression in parentheses, or you only need to put the expression into the correct position.
Okay, put in the correct position.
Exactly. You only need to put the word into the correct place, into the correct position. Yes? So it's time to get in pairs. You can enter right now. Enter, guys. 10 minutes to do it.
Hi, Gabriela.
Hi, Raúl.
Could you share the screen or not?
I'm in cell phone.
Okay.
Please, if you can.
I can.
Okay.
Try. Sorry. Okay. Here I am. Okay. In the first case, the answer maybe is my son always shares his toys with his friends. Are you agree?
Yes, I'm agree.
Okay, let me.
In
Are
the
are are you agree or do you agree, Raul?
Are you?
Do you
Do
do
you
you
agree?
agree? And
So
the answer,
I
Gabriela,
do.
I am agree or I agree?
I agree, but
Eh,
here we can say I do agree in the
uh,
answer.
you can say it only if the person asks you in negative. Don't you agree? And you say, yes,
Um,
I do agree. Because I
okay.
do agree is like if you say, yes, I yes agree. But you don't say, I yes
Mm,
agree. I do agree. I agree.
okay, teacher.
Okay, continue.
share his toys with his friends. No sé cómo bajar el texto aquí. Bueno, ahí está. Okay. Here.
In number 2, I usually spend. I can see. Okay.
Usually,
I I usually spend
and
time.
yes. I usually. With my family. And weekend. Okay. The sentence number 3 is the students come to class 5 days a week.
Usually,
No, the students come to class 5 days a week.
like students usually come to class.
No, Gabriela, in this exercise, you only need to put the
Yeah.
expression or
Yeah.
the frequency in parentheses into the correct position.
No change for a
Mm-mm,
frequency.
mm-mm.
Okay.
Number 4, my boss
My
really,
boss really good. Mm-hmm.
number 5. Number 5. We have
We have a vocabulary quiz every Friday.
Then let me
Or at the first, every Friday, we have a vocabulary quiz. I think.
then another answer. Oh, eh, maybe every Friday we have a vocabulary quiz.
Maybe.
What is that? General or specific?
It is specific.
Okay, so we have two options. What is the correct position? Before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
At the end.
Okay.
It's possible to start with every day, but it's not the normal form. Yes, only when you want to emphasize, you put it at the beginning. Yeah. Check the spelling of the word vocabulary. Check the spelling, Raúl, for vocabulary.
Okay. Oh.
Hasta el final.
Have you finished?
The last one.
Not yet, teacher.
Okay, so continue.
What is 7? 6.
¿Cómo?
Sorry. Creo que no
No
lo
hay.
capturé.
Ujú.
My mother calls me. My mother calls me once a day.
Ujú.
Yeah, ¿verdad?
Ujú. Sí. That student often arrives late to class.
Speak English, Sophia.
Yeah. That student often arrive late to class. And the last, the dentist the dentist wants to see me twice a year. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good, yeah. Can you show me the other answers from 1 to 6?
Sure. One moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the answer for number 1?
Number 1 is my son always, no, my son share always, sorry, my son always shares his toys with his friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next.
Usually spend time with my family on the weekend.
Yeah.
Next, a student come to class 5 days a week.
Excellent.
Yeah. My boss rarely gives me time off in the summer.
Good.
Next, we have about a vocabulary quiz every Friday.
It rarely snows in April.
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 Good job, guys. Now let's go back and check all the answer with the rest of the class.
Okay.
Okay, it's time to check your answer. Number 1, Nelson.
My son always shares his toys with his friends.
Excellent. So the position of always is before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
Before the verb.
Before the verb. Good job.
Always shares.
Good job. Next one. Catherine Alvarado.
I usually spend time with my family on the weekend.
Okay, what is usually, general or specific?
General,
What is the position, before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
before the verb.
Excellent. So I usually spend time. Yes. Good. Next one, Catherine Carrillo.
Students come to the class 5 days a week.
Okay, what is 5 days a week? Specific or general frequency?
Specific days.
Exactly. For a specific frequency, you use the expressions at the end or before the verb?
At the end.
Exactly. So you write it at the end. Next one, Luis.
Yes, teacher.
Number 4.
My boss rarely give me time off in the summer.
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 Okay, what is rarely? General frequency or very specific frequency?
Repeat the question, teacher, please.
What is rarely? General frequency or very specific frequency?
¿Cómo es very, teacher? Very
My
specific.
question is, if the adverb rarely is expressing a general frequency or a very specific frequency.
Adverb, teacher. Adverb.
Yes, it is an adverb. It is an adverb. But this adverb is expressing general frequency or very specific frequency.
General specific.
General and specific, what is that? You have two options. Is it expressing general frequency or very specific frequency? What is it? If I say 5 days a week, is specific frequency or general?
Specific, teacher.
Specific. And if I say usually, is general or very specific?
La segunda se me olvida, teacher, ¿cómo se pronuncia? La que me la
General, very specific.
Very specific.
Usually for me, can be different from Catherine. Maybe Catherine usually has 3 days, and maybe for me usually it's 4 days. So is that general or specific?
General.
General, because we don't have specific quantity. Yes?
Yes.
Now, always is general or very specific?
General, teacher.
General, okay. Rarely is general or very specific?
Is general, teacher.
General, okay. So what is the position of general frequency? Before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
Before teacher.
Before the verb.
The verb, yes.
Exactly, before the verb. Good job. Now, next one, Luis. Can you read it, please?
Number 5, teacher.
Yeah.
We have vocabulary
quiz.
We have a vocabulary quiz every Friday.
Okay. What is every Friday? General frequency or specific frequency?
Specific frequency.
Specific frequency. And what is the position of specific frequency? Before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
And the end sentences, teacher.
At the end of the sentence, exactly, Luis. Thank you. Next one, Jose Sandoval, number 6.
It's rarely snow in April.
Can you repeat it?
It's rarely snow.
It's or it?
It rarely snow in April.
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 Okay, and what is rarely? General or specific frequency?
General.
What is the position of general frequency? Before the verb or at the end?
Before the verb.
Before the verb. So it is correct. Next one would be for Susana, number 7.
My mother calls me once a day.
Okay, what is once a day? General frequency or specific frequency?
A specific frequency.
What is the position of the specific frequency? Before the verb or at the end?
At the end of the sentence.
At the end of the sentence. Excellent. Next person. Diana Hill, number 8.
That student often arrive late to class.
Okay, and what is often? General or specific frequency?
General.
General. What is the position of general frequency? Before the verb or at the end?
Begin.
I'm sorry? What is the position of the frequency? Before the verb or at the end of the sentence?
After of the subject.
After the subject.
After of the person.
Yes, before the verb. Yes, before the verb. Because sometimes you're not going to have the subject exactly, and then the frequency. Sometimes you're going to have 2 words. Yeah. So it has to be always before the verb.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last one? Sarah, number 9.
The dentist wants to see me twice a year.
Okay, and what is twice a year? General frequency or specific frequency?
A specific frequency.
What is the position of specific frequency? Before the verb or at the end?
At the end.
Exactly. Yes. So this is how you use frequency adverbs. You can use the two options. You can express general ideas or specific frequency. General frequency, specific frequency, as you prefer. Now, let's move on to the last part. Catherine Alvarado, can you read the instructions, please?
Speaking activity. Were in pairs and ask and answers answers questions about frequency.
About frequency.
Frequency.
For example?
How often do you? And how often does your?
Good job. So you can ask questions to your classmates. How often do you take a shower? About different things, about sports, about food, about music, about movies, about friends, about family, whatever you want to ask. Yes? How often do you visit your grandmother? Yes? So your friend will say, oh, I sometimes visit my grandmother because she lives in another department. Or maybe someone will say, I never visit my grandmother because she died in 2010. Yes? So you can give that information. And also, you can ask about another person. You can ask about a family member, about a friend. Yes? For example, how often does your mother cook breakfast? How often does your sister go dancing? How often does your daughter play video games? How often does your friend invite you to the movies? Yes? So here you need to pay attention to, do you, the question is about the person in front, and does your, you need to include another person. Does your mother, does your father, etc. Now let's see if you got it. Diana Hill, you're going to ask Nelson, and Nelson, you will answer. Remember, not only the frequency, but also more information, Nelson. So let's listen to them.
Nelson, how often does your best friend go dancing in the school?
In school. But Nelson doesn't go to school.
Don't worry, can be a little friend. It's an example.
No, but I mean, but real situation. How often does your best friend go dancing?
Okay, how often does your best friend go dancing?
My best friends go dancing maybe twice a month.
3 times. Or twice.
Twice, sorry, twice. Twice or twice?
Twice.
Okay. My best friends maybe go dancing twice a month.
Goes dancing twice a month.
Goes dancing twice a month.
Try to give more information.
With he say me that he likes goes dancing with his wife and with another friend of them.
With other friends. Okay.
Another friends. Other friends, okay? With other friends of them.
Good job. Now, Diana, ask another question.
How often do you play tennis?
Now I never played tennis. I played tennis when I was young and played tennis sometimes with my partner for the work.
Okay, I got it.
Good job. So this is what you have to do. Ask your partners about their activities and frequency and about other people's frequency and activities too. The person that gives the answer needs to give more information. Yes? So you will be switching pairs every 7 minutes. Every 7 minutes, you will have a new classmate to practice with more people. So you can enter right now. If you want to take a picture of these two questions, you can also do it just to have an idea to introduce the questions. You can enter now. Enter, guys.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. It's because I'm connected with my cell phone and I don't know if my microphone is working.
Okay. And Diana, are you there? Diana Gonzalez? Diana Gonzalez, Diana Gonzalez. Oh, she's having some issues with her connection. Saul, can you participate?
Yes, I can participate, teacher, but I don't listen to partner.
You can't hear your partner.
Yes.
Saul, can you hear me? I think no, it's a no.
Okay, that's weird. Diana, can you participate? Diana Gonzalez? Well, I will bring another person to work with you.
Hello.
Yes, Diana, we can hear you.
Hello. Sorry. I am lost, teacher. I'm sorry because I have a problem with my PC and I don't have a audífono, so I need a necesitar
Okay, so listen to Susana and Francisco, and later you will work with one of them. So Susana and Francisco, you can start.
Susana, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, okay, it's good. Hi, Susana. How often do
Hello.
you go dancing?
I never go dancing.
Why?
Uh, because actually I live with my parents and they uh, learn me that is not correct. In
for the night.
Okay, okay. Well. Well, another question. How often do you do exercise?
I rarely do exercise because I don't have time to do exercise, but I try to do. I try to go to do aerobics.
Okay.
And you, how often do you play soccer?
I never play soccer because I don't like soccer. I I really love play basketball, and I play basketball twice a week.
It's okay.
Yeah. Um, no.
When I was young, I played basketball.
Really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I prefer basketball than soccer. Well, how often do you go swimming?
Oh, I never go swimming. Uh, I don't do. I d- yes. I can't swim. I cannot swim because I'm fear for and I don't know how to say ahogarse.
Okay, okay. Mm, well, another question. You have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Okay. Mm. How often does your brother goes? No, sorry. How often does your brother play soccer?
Oh, he never plays soccer. Uh, he prefer to um ride in I don't know is ride in motorcycle.
Okay.
They don't do exercise.
Okay.
And you have brothers or sisters?
No, I'm only child.
Oh, but is you live with your parents?
No, I don't live with my parents. I live with my fiance.
Oh, and how often does she uh, do exercise?
Well, she never do exercise because he's very busy with her work.
Okay. And how often does he work? She work, sorry.
Yeah, she work every day because he works at a restaurant. She don't have a free day for something.
Okay.
And how often do you go to work?
I I go to work 5 days on a week to Monday on at Friday.
Okay, good job. Now you're going to work with another partner. Susana,
Okay.
you're going to go and work with Melvin. And Francisco, you're going to work with Sophia.
Okay.
She's coming.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
What-
Quiero ver.
Let me see.
Let me see. The others are just listening, teacher.
Yes, because they have some issues.
Okay.
Can you listen?
We can
you
hear you. We can hear you, Diana.
Thank you. Ask me.
Hi.
Okay, so she can participate too. Maybe you
Okay.
can go 1-1-1.
Yes. Okay. Quiero ver. Let me
Let me
see.
see.
Um, Diana, how often does your husband go to the cinema?
With my husband, usually uh, twice twice of the years. It's correct, teacher. I'm sorry that I am lost.
Okay, don't worry. Only listen to your partners.
Okay. In fact, with my husband, going to, déjame acordarme de la cosa.
You need to
You,
use frequency, Diana. If you say
yeah,
usually, only usually. If you say the quantity of days, that is at the end. 3 times a week, 3 times a year, twice a year, etc.
oh, twice a year. Okay. Quiero ver. I'm sorry. I, I usually go with my husband as a cinema twice a year.
Okay. And you, Francisco, how often does your sister maybe go to the cinema?
I don't have sister, I only child.
Uh, so your mother? I don't know.
My mother lived too far away from me.
Oh my God.
I have a fiance.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's cool. So how often your fiance go to the cinema?
Well, we never go to the cinema because we prefer staying home or we go out go dancing, but
Oh,
not to the cinema. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And you, Sophia, how often do you go to the cinema?
I go to the cinema. ¿Cómo se dice? It's very usually that I go to the cinema. Maybe like twice a month if I have time. But if I have more time, like 4 times in the month.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you work or study or both?
Just a study.
Just study, okay. How often do you go to study? Oh, to university.
Mhm.
Hi, Fatima. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
You should be practicing right now.
Okay. Catherine, how often do you eat Chinese food?
In my case, I never eat Chinese food because I don't like it. I prefer different things. For example, seafood or fast food. For example, I really like hamburger. And what about you? How often do you eat
Eat
Chinese food?
Chinese food or something else?
Chinese food.
Okay. Um, I occasionally eat Chinese food because to my sister loves because my sister loves Chinese food, and when she buy food, she buy a Chinese food, and I like, but not too much.
Okay, and how often do you go to the dentist?
Dancing.
Dentist.
Dentist. I seldom go to the dentist because I'm busy and um I don't how do you say pendiente or como
You don't have a time.
I don't have a time and you?
And in my case, I usually visit my dentist because I use brackets. So every month I have an appointment.
Oh, yes. How often do you go to the church?
Can you repeat, please?
How often do you go to the church?
Church.
The church.
I never go to the church because uh, I don't I don't like this these things. What about you?
I frequently go to the church because my parents go to the church, and for example on weekends or holidays I'm going to the church for a day.
Okay, and how often do you go to the beach?
I occasionally go to the beach because I like beach, but not too much. I prefer places like mountains or something else. And you?
In my case, I go to the beach once a year because I don't like it. In my case, I like to spend time in other things. For example, I like to visit my friends because sometimes um, I can see them once 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 a month.
Okay.
And I like to spend time with them. And we do different things. For example, I like to I like to cook with them. And the last Sunday, I we prepare pupusas.
Oh, did you can make pupusas?
Yes, I can
Wow.
because my mom has a pupusería.
How often do you cook pupusas?
Can you repeat?
How often do you cook pupusas?
Um, 3 times a week because my mom do cook pupusas Friday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, good job. Now you're going to work with another partner. Catherine, you're going to work with Gabriela. She's coming. And Fatima, you're going to work with Diana Carolina.
Okay.
Hi, Gabriela.
Hello.
You're going to work with Catherine.
Okay.
Hi, Gabriela.
Hi, Catherine.
How often do you play basketball?
I usually play basketball um, alone or with my friends or with my little brother. I try to um, I try to teach he. Yeah.
Okay.
And how often do you go dancing?
And I never go dancing because I don't have a time, and I would like to have the physical condition, but exercising always cause me body pain. and uh, and also it's tiring.
Oh, okay. I can understand. It's same to me.
How often do you spend time with your brother?
I always spend time with he. Because I'm study at home, the university, and I work on weekends, and but the rest of the week I stay at home and with he.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a nice time and funny, very funny with because he is 6 years old.
Oh,
I don't know. How often do you draw?
can you repeat?
How often do you draw?
Draw. What is draw?
Dibujar.
Ah, and in my case, um, I sometimes draw when I have a homework. because I am studying in the university and sometimes do these activities.
Extra activities or what, or for homework?
For homework.
Okay. Do you have a pet?
No, I don't have.
And discard this question.
And how often do you buy a new things?
Do you what?
Buy a new things?
Oh, buy. Seldom. I seldom buy a new things because I can express it, and I never go to the shop because I don't like to go alone, and um my friends are work, and they don't have time to go with me.
Okay, time's up. Now, there are some things we need to correct. Let's see one by one. First one, Diana Hill. They learned me. That is not correct. They learned me. That is not correct. Is not correct. How do you correct it?
They lied to me.
No.
Them.
No.
They advise me? No.
Probably.
They advise me. That is not correct.
Probably.
Bueno, nos vemos.
Bye.
Adiós.
Okay, so they learned me is not correct. What is the correct form?
They teach me.
In the past?
Talk me.
They taught me.
Me.
That
They
is
talk
not
me.
correct. Yes, they taught me. That is
They
not
talk
correct. Okay, next one is about meaning. Actually is not these days. Yes, actually is not these days. The meaning of actually is like if you say in reality.
De hecho.
In fact, reality. Yes, so this is the meaning, not these days. If you want to say these days, you say right now or these days or nowadays. Yes, nowadays. That is this. Nowadays. Yes. Yes, at the present time or currently. Oops. Currently. That is like days, etc. Next one. Angie. I really love play basketball. I really love play basketball is not correct. How do you correct it?
I really,
Turn off your microphone so me Angie will
I
participate.
really like love.
I really like love.
No.
I like really.
No.
I really to
I
love
really
play
love to play.
I really love to play. Yes, two verbs together, never.
No. Okay.
Next one, Angie. How do you pronounce this?
Get drown.
Excellent. Get drowned. Yes. When you go to the beach or when you get into a pool and you cannot swim, you get drowned. Yes, and you die. Next one, Susana. She don't have a free day. She don't have a free day is not correct. What is the correct form?
She doesn't.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't
have a free day.
Have a
Free day. Free day.
free day is not correct.
Free
Free
time.
time.
No, it is
Free day.
day off.
Day off.
Free day off.
She doesn't have a day off. A day off is the day when you don't work. Next one, Victor. She work at a restaurant.
He works.
He works.
She
works.
works. Okay. Next one, Catherine. By the way, the pronunciation of this is not how, it is how, guys. How. Remember, how. Many of you are saying ho, but this is not how, it is how. So, how often your fiancé go to the cinema? How often your fiancé go to the cinema is not correct. How do you correct it?
How often does
Does your fiance?
Exactly. How often does your fiancé go to the cinema? Next one. Raúl. I don't have a time. I don't have a time is not correct. How do you correct it?
I don't have
Don't have time.
Exactly. I don't have time. Not a time because I is one.
I is one.
I don't have time. I don't have enough time, probably. Next one. Sarah. Every month I have an appointment. This is not normally the correct way to say it. How do you correct it?
Work.
I work.
I have
No,
an appointment every month.
I have an
I have
appointment
work.
every month.
I have an
every month.
appointment every month.
This is correct.
Mhm.
If you say every month I have an appointment, it's possible only when you're emphasizing every month
Every month.
I have an appointment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in your
So you need
specific time every
exactly.
month.
Yes, it has to be at the end.
It's the final.
If you use it at the beginning, it's only to emphasize.
Okay.
Yes. And you need a comma. So you say every month I have an appointment. Yes, only to emphasize. But normally we don't speak on that way. We say I have an appointment every month. Yes. So that's the difference. Next one, Luis. My sister buy Chinese food. This is not correct. How do you correct it?
My sister buys.
Exactly. My sister buys Chinese food. Next one, Gabriela. Do you can make pupusas? Do you can make pupusas is not correct. How do you correct it?
Can you make?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Can you make pupusas? Next one, Diana Hill. I try to teach he. I try to teach he is not correct. How do you
No,
correct?
I try to teach him.
Excellent. I try to teach him. Teach me, teach him, teach her. Yes. At the end of the sentence, you use me, him, her. No, he. He is a subject. He is at the beginning. Yes. Next one, Victor. A new things. A new things is not correct. How do you correct it?
New things.
Maybe, but the person is saying a new things. How do you correct it, guys? Because we don't have more time. No.
Only thing.
A new thing.
No
It's
es.
singular, not plural. Yes, a new thing. And the last one, my friends are work. This is not correct. How do you correct it?
My friends work.
Working.
My friends are working.
I'm working.
Or my friends work. It depends on the idea that you want to express. Yes? Now, turn on your cameras because I'll take the picture. And the attendance for today. Okay, first, Diana Hill, Susana, Sara, Victor, Nelson, Jose, Catherine Carrillo, Raúl, Luis, Xiomara, Angie, Sofía, Catherine Alvarado, Melvin, Gabriela, William, Eliezer, Daisy, Diana, González, Stephanie, Vladimir, Francisco, Ana, Douglas, Diana González, Saúl, Fátima Mercado, Ubaldo, and René. Thank you for being there. I see you all tomorrow and have a good night. Bye, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, teacher.